I gotta say, I feel like complete shit right now. It's just like, God, like I'm just visiting a lot of people in China, right? Doing my duties as like a member of my family, and it's like they always take you out to eat, and then they always pressure you to eat a lot, and like I kind of hate it because I feel like I'm losing a lot of my bodily autonomy, you know, being able to eat what I want when I want to eat it. I also feel like, well, I'm not exercising much, right? Right now in particular, just because like the gym in my hotel is closed. But like otherwise, like I just haven't been exercising much anyways. And I think that's contributing a lot to it. So it's like I've been traveling for like what, like a month and a half now. And so it's been like a really long time since I had like a serious workout. And on top of that, I'm eating like shit. I usually don't eat like shit. I think it's just literally been the past like 2 weeks since I've been in China because I'm just like meeting up with so many like friends and family. Yeah, so it's not great. I know. I think like this is my second, like it's my third to last night. It's my second to last night in China. And it's kind of crazy because, well, it just like it passed by so quickly. I just like met with so many people, and then like they all comment on like how big I've grown, how skinny I've gotten, and like yeah, and it's like it might be a while until I come back here again, you know, like um like like I don't know. I feel like Chinese people have like a thing with their family. Like it's like family is like a huge obligation, right? Like when your relatives come over, you need to like take them out, right? And yeah, that's just like how things are. But um but it's like crazy because like I don't really like know what to say to them, and like I'm not really particularly interested in getting to know them, to be honest. Like I don't know how else to put it. Like, what the fuck do you say to like your relatives? You know, like we're just like so different. And like I think before, when I was a kid, they were like, you know, being kind of like, you know, they just like treat me like a kid. They ask me questions, I answer them, and they find it pretty cute. But now it's like I'm an adult, right? And I still don't know what to say to them. And I thought it would get easier at this age, but I don't think it does. I don't think it gets easier. And yeah, so God. Yeah, so um it's like I was like thinking about like my plans, right? Of like what I want to do, and like I'm gonna get my MBA, and then I'm gonna start a company. And then if it works out, that's great. And if it doesn't, I need to figure out what I want to do with my life. Like I was thinking about being a digital nomad. Like I don't know, it's just like there's a lot to like balance, you know, like it's like I went, like, I was raised from like age 0 to 3 by my grandparents, and that had like a huge impact on me, and I want my kids to have the same experience. And my parents are getting kind of old, so it's like, I feel like I need to have kids soon, you know? But also, I feel like I'm not really ready to have kids, Like, there's so much I want to do. And I feel like when you have kids, you kind of just like, you sacrifice a lot of the things that you want to do. Like, I don't know if I'll do this entire like digital nomad thing, if I also want to keep the timeline I need to in order to have kids. And like, it's also like, okay, like, let's say I'm like a digital nomad until like age like 32, right? And it's like, what then? Do I just like move back to the States and have kids as quickly as possible? Because I don't know if that's feasible. It's all like so up in the air. You really don't have as much time as you think you do. The number of constraints in your life only grows over time, and it kind of sucks. There's like so much I want to do, but I don't know if I'll be able to do it. Like, if I had unlimited time, then I'll be able to do whatever I want, but I don't. Yeah, and it's like, it's all part of like the journey of life. I think like the idea of like multi-generational families to me is like really important. And like the windows in order to achieve that are surprisingly narrow. It's like, it's crazy that people are kind of just like leading your life. Like people who raised you when you were a kid are just like leaving, and like age is like really not pretty, and everyone has to go through it. Like, I feel like a lot of maturity comes through observing age and like death, because it puts everything into perspective, that you need to like move on pretty quickly, and that like a lot of things that you think you have time for, you really don't. And I think that's like the driving force of a lot of loss of innocence. Like, I met a lot of like younger people on this trip, right? Like in like hostels and shit, and it's like, these people don't know what death and age is. Like, they're not really exposed to it that much. And I was like thinking back about the last time I went to China when I was like 18, right? And it's like, that was like 10 years ago, and I did not know of like age and death. Like, people were healthy back then. But then when you go from like, like 20 to 30, like, it makes like a huge difference. A lot of things kind of catch up, and you're exposed to a lot more age and death. And that kind of like forces you to mature like really quickly. It's kind of scary, you know? There's like a switch that pops at a certain point, and before you just didn't really see it. Yeah. So it's like, I think the next time I come to China, a lot of these people I saw this time probably won't be there anymore, you know? And it's very jarring to kind of get the feeling that like this time you might see someone might be the last time you see them. Because like I feel like when you hang out with people, you always get the sense that there's like a next time, you know? Maybe it won't come in like a year or maybe like 2 or like maybe more, but like you always get the sense that there's like some time down the line in which your paths will intersect again. But then like when you interact with like older people, you don't know if that's gonna happen. Like the next time I come to China, I don't know when I'll be, but like let's say it's 10 years down the line, a lot of these people are gonna be a lot older. And it's always just like a gammish chance, you know, after a certain age of something happening. And it's very weird to think about. It's a thought that doesn't really cross your mind until you're exposed to the right environment, which I am right now. And it doesn't really feel great, to be honest, to be reminded of age. Because like I think a lot of things are so much more simple before you think about like age and death. You really don't get as much time to do things as you might think.